And we're back.
We are back in Metal Gear Solid Integral.
Welcome to part 3.
Part 2?
3, because I recorded 1 and 2 together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're moving on now. We're outside and... oh, we're almost instantly called.
Be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
By this random
Who are you?
stranger.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you, anyway?
One of your fans.
Deep Throat.
Yep.
That is the weirdest, most horrible sexualised name ever.
Yeah, even actually, even Candace said that. What he said, a guy called Deep Throat. Gross.
Well, yeah, it's kind of gross, actually. It's a very sexual sounding name.
This is Raven's territory. Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass.
This here is Vulcan Raven,
Yep.
one of the members of Foxhound.
Yep. Giant machine.
That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are.
And he's going to try and beat you up with a bloody tank.
Yep. He's gonna fail horribly.
Well, that seems a bit unfair, actually. He's got a tank, and we've got nothing.
Except for grenades. Actually, in real life, Snake would never been able to take on a tank.
Yeah, no way.
No one man can't do that.
So basically, we use the,
Chaff grenades to stop him from firing his missiles. And then we use the grenades to throw them inside. If Snake will
I
do
think
it.
you're going to need to...
If Snake will do it,
do you need to do another chaff?
it's okay. Took half his health off.
Wow.
That's what happens if you throw the grenade inside the cockpit. I've got away from the flash a couple of times. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
That was quick.
What am I like at this game?
Pretty darn good.
I could do the game on extreme. Done it before.
Good for you.
It wasn't easy. I'm trying my best to get the best big boss rank, but it's not that easy. Because you've got to beat the game on extreme mode under 2 hours with no saves and no continues.
Okay.
And no rations.
Okay. Sounds very, very, very difficult.
And believe it or not, on the Integral version, the only way to access the ninja levels on the VR disc, you have to beat the game on extreme mode. As opposed to our version, where all you had to do was just get 80% of the VR missions done.
Okay.
So they had to make it really fucking difficult to unlock. Kind of annoying, really. I think, anyway.
See, I told you so, but I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him. Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Ooh, a tattoo wants blood.
That was very scary. We are so afraid.
I like the fact that you automatically heal up.
Yeah, actually, Metal Gear Solid 1 is actually the only game in the series, along with Metal Gear 2, that every single time you defeat bosses, your health increases and you can hold more rations and more ammunition. So it feels like an RPG in a way. Every single time you kill bosses, you kind of...
Level up.
Yeah, level up. So you gain more ammunition. So you notice how beforehand, and now I've got about 73 bullets, and so forth. And actually, on the Metal Gear Solid 2, depending on what difficulty you're playing on, what happens is the lower difficulty you are, the more ammunition and rations you carry. And you need to carry no rations on the stream.
The nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Don't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all
So you can't fire any weapons at all in this room?
Nope. I've got to say, in the Twin Snakes version, it's easier, because in the Twin Snakes version, you can still use books and it distracts the guard. This game, you can't use books to distract him.
Oh, so you just have to, you know, use your wits.
Exactly.
Don't sound like that much of an issue, but...
Natasha Romanenko. We're going to give her a call after this.
Natasha Romanenko.
We are
No,
going-
it's Nastasha.
Natasha Romanenko.
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 Whatever. She's,
She tells you more about weapons and how weapons work on the field and so forth.
So that's kind of interesting.
And she'll tell you, like, every single time you equip a pistol, or every single time you equip a certain weapon, she'll explain in detail what it's all about.
Okay. So that's just something there for those who are interested.
So let's give her a call.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
Is she Russian?
I think she is, yeah.
That's me.
got a very strong
You can
accent.
Ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team.
You don't actually need to contact her at all during the game, though.
Nah, it's only optional.
Yeah.
She can give you a bit of help if you're stuck on certain boss fights, or if you want to know more about weapons and such. That's the whole reason you call her.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, she is optional. You don't have to call her. The main people that you should call is Mei Ling, obviously, if you want to save your game.
Yeah.
The Colonel and
Obviously,
Master Miller
you need
and
to,
Otacon. Otacon, you
you
definitely
need to call Meryl at a few points, don't you?
Well, with Otacon, you definitely need to call him often, though.
Yeah.
Otacon is more helpful than the Colonel.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, that don't surprise me.
Well, he knows more about the base than Colonel does, so it makes sense. Right, so now we are continuing.
I do love the music in this game.
Well, the music in this game is fantastic. Do you know who made the music?
Who?
A guy named Harry, someone?
I don't remember.
Harry Gibson?
You sure?
I think it is. Ha! Bored you to death. Oh? He just resumes his position. At least in Metal Gear Solid 2 with the AI, they actually call for backup. And, you know, make the area more aware. Same thing as Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah. So we've got some Nikitas.
Yep, Nikitin, a remote control missile.
We need this.
Yep. To destroy the fuse, because the floor is electrified.
When you go into the lift, you press the button twice to make it open immediately, don't you?
Well, no, what you do is that you run up to it, it will go into first-person view perspective, and then you press circle on the floor you want to go onto.
No, I meant when you summon the lift.
You have to press circle once.
Oh. There he is!
There he is, kill him! I love that camera effect in the music. I love the camera effect in the music. Dun-dun-dun-dun!
So
that's the floor that's electrified, and we need to use the remote control missile to destroy the power blocks.
we can't stay
Power
down.
switch,
We can't
which is
stay
over
in
there.
these rooms for too long, though, can we?
Obviously, because it's filled with gas.
Yeah, and we could suffocate.
Yeah, the easiest way not to suffocate is to equip a gas mask. When you find the gas mask, equip it, because it will, the row 2 gauge won't go down that fast. It'll go down a lot slower.
Watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage.
I think he spotted that before you phoned him.
It was pretty obvious. I already know.
And you're making my hair run out by talking to me!
Yep. Now we use this beast right here.
This is the Nikita.
Yep.
You just basically control the missile and... Whoa!
You gotta get all the way to the power switch.
Oh god. There we go. That was quick.
Yep. It sure was.
That's certainly not hard. Don't forget you can also head outside if you want to refill your air.
I'm close anyway.
You're just going to run through. That really didn't take long at all, did it?
Nah. Only took about a minute or so.
So now we get our hair back.
Yep. And this is where we encounter the ninja again. I've got to say, the cyborg ninja Grey Fox in this game...
Spoiler.
Yes. It's going to be spoiled anyway. That guy is just a badass, I think.
Yeah.
And the Twin Snakes version is actually more violent because he rips people in half. There's more blood in it.
Oh, we'll get to that when we get to it.
Blade.
Yeah, the samurai sword.
Wow.
I love his theme song too. I love his theme.
Oh my good god. All these dead people.
And all the blood stains on the wall.
That's horrifying.
Especially this bio.
Wow, even if they're bad guys, they've got families to go back to, you jerk.
Actually, what I like about the Metal Gear Solid plot is that there's actually no bad guys because they're just trying to do what they think is right. And they do lose their families in the process. Like, remember Johnny? He just wants to see his family again, even though he's working with the terrorists.
Yeah. Johnny's not a bad guy.
Oh, Johnny's cool though. I think Johnny has always been cool though, I think.
Yeah.
Especially how he develops into MGS4 in the end.
Yeah.
Even though it was kind of cheesy.
And the first time we're introduced to Otacon, he wets himself.
They even mention this in MGS2, because in MGS2 there's a joke where he says, I was the one in the locker that side. Recall now, huh? Not unless I wet my pants. That's a low blows. It shows you Snake's that tough.
True.
You're that ninja.
It shows you Snake's that tough. He doesn't take anything.
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I even bought the Metal Gear Solid Japanese collection, which includes the first 3 Metal Gear Solids and the MSX games and Portable Ops. And it's the original Japanese ones with the original voice acting.
It's like one of my Japanese anime.
Which...
In the version we have, Otacon's hair looks bluish. But here it's kind of black.
Yeah, that's another difference between the Japanese integral one. Because in the integral version, which again was only released in Japan, it's got a couple of updates to the graphics, so if you notice it looks a bit smoother in some places.
Yeah.
Also, in some environments you go to, it's more smoother than it was in our one.
He can watch from it.
I was thinking about once we've done this game, we'll show for an extra video about all the extra content it comes with.
Sure, you can do that.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Oh, I love this music.
Such an epic boss theme.
We can't use guns.
No, because every single time you shoot this ninja, he will deflect your bullets, so just use hand to hand.
It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Well, that's true. Use your own body. Whereas
Use your own muscles.
Yeah.
Be a man.
This is kind of an intriguing boss fight.
Sure is.
You just punch him and kick him. Like so.
Very basic stuff. Actually, I like I like it in the Twin Snakes version, where you can actually use the Nikita as a melee weapon, and it takes like half his life bar off.
Huh. You're making this look really, really easy.
Well, I've played this game for a long time. I've played this game countless times, so I know what to do.
He's gonna do the... Yeah, he is. Here we are.
I can do this on hard mode as well. It's not even that hard. On extreme mode, we'll talk about that later.
So now he's gonna go invisible here.
Yep.
You have to find him. But he makes it obvious where he's hiding.
If you look really closely, you can see him. Because if you look closely, you can actually see him slightly. You just need to look around a bit more.
Yeah. So much for being invisible.
My question is, where the fuck are you?
Like old times. I've been waiting for this day.
Why do you want to be in pain? It's not worth it. And for a ninja, that punch was almighty slow.
Sure was.
Look, he's punching so slowly. He's supposed to be a ninja.
He's supposed to do. He's
What fucking ninja is he?
Perhaps because he just wants Snake to win, probably.
Maybe.
It's like he's trying to let Snake win something. Well, actually, that punch may be slow, but it does a lot of damage. I tell you.
Well, yeah, that's probably what it is. Aiming for more power rather than speed.
Yep.
See, I've always been the opposite. I've always preferred
Speed.
speed. And,
Because you're more likely to land a hit on them.
yeah, and they're less likely to hit you.
All too easy. Okay.
And now he's just going to talk every time you knock him down.
Which is kind of annoying.
Hurt him more. Okay, now he's done, right?
Yep. Now he is. You just got to shoot him 3 times and that's that. Oh shit, that was a bad idea.
Okay, you weren't supposed to get close to him.
Well, no, you're supposed to shoot him 3 times.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so that's that done.
Do you remember me now?
Can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar. What? Not again. What's happening?
Losing myself.
Is it over?
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
No. He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark.
Yes, he started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes, but they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants. How long are you gonna stay in there?
Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out. We can't stay here forever.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear Chief Engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Oh, well, at least you're not one of them.
So this is Otacon.
Yeah. The creator and engineer of Metal Gear. Person who made Metal Gear Rex to begin with.
Yeah.
And he was the person who wanted to make Metal Gear Rex as a mortal DMD, which is designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. But the terrorists took his work and used it as a nuclear death machine.
Okay.
Pretty much.
What's Metal Gear?
So Otacon was pretty much set up.
Yeah, he was trying to make it so it wasn't.
Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Fire! I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
No, he didn't.
They didn't, because the terrorists didn't tell him.
And the president personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
And he wasn't part of the final assembly.
Yeah.
He didn't go to the final assembly. So that's why he didn't know that Metal Gear Rex was going to be
Used to kill people.
Yes. And there are 3 weapons: a railgun, a laser, and a Vulcan cannon.
Yeah.
But they're using that as an advantage
Yeah. It uses
to destroy the
fire
world.
bullets at
Of
extremely high
course.
velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it in a joint venture between Arms Tech and Rivermore National Labs.
So yeah, we get another
The railgun is on
glorious
Rex's
shot
right arm.
of Metal Gear.
Gear's main function is to launch nuclear
God.
missiles.
I've seen so much of this thing already and we
Because
haven't
it's-
even faced it yet.
Yeah. And I like how it's... I actually think the colour effect makes it look stand out a bit more.
Yeah.
It gives it more of an effect.
I think seeing it so much, you know, it makes you look forward to actually encountering it yourself.
And it is.
It makes it like seem like a really big deal.
I have to say though, when you get to Disc 2, that's when the game gets really epic.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Could it be?
When you get to Metal Gear Rex's facility, that's
Yeah.
where it got
Metal
epic, I
Gear's
thought.
co-developer
As a kid, I used to be
Rivermore National
blown away
Labs
quite a
was
bit.
working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using Nova and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data.
Yeah, whatever.
These are some of the supercomputers. If
So
you
basically,
link
saying the
them,
launch
you can test
data
everything in a
is
virtual
what you need.
These are the supercomputers.
Yeah.
So this exercise
Those are linked to
is designed
how
test
he
the real
created Metal
thing.
Gear Rex to begin with. You know, it says a poster, it said police nuts there.
Yeah.
That is one of Hideo Koshima's games that he created for the PC engine.
Okay.
That was a poster you see on the wall up there. Also, if you take a picture with that with a camera, you'll see a picture of Hideo Kojima.
It's all my fault.
Yeah, you are, Otacon.
But yeah, take a picture of that.
But we love you anyway.
Well, actually, no. I actually like how
My
Otacon develops.
grandfather was
Though.
part of the Manhattan Project.
I like how he gets a lot stronger by the end of MGS4.
Yeah.
He suffered with the guilt for the rest of
And
his
plus, I
life.
find him quite relatable, really.
Character development.
Yeah, plus he's quite relatable, though, as a person.
Yeah.
He was born on
I mean-
August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb.
And the thing about Otacon is that he tries to do everything he can to help you.
Alright.
And he won't give up. That's what I liked about Otacon.
3
He was
generations
talking
of
about how his
man.
family had, you know, played a part in like war
and how Otacon father
Science war, whatever.
was born on the bomb day.
Yeah.
I used to think that I could
1945,
use
wasn't it?
science
Yeah.
to help mankind.
It even says in the timeline in MGS3 how Emmeric's father was born.
Huh.
Using science
Because in MGS3, if you look at the back of the manual, it tells you the history.
That's enough crying.
Don't stop
Pull yourself
crying.
together. Where is Metal Gear?
You tell him, Snake.
Where on this base are they keeping it?
I can understand why Snake's like that, because throughout his life, he was pretty much all alone.
Yeah.
He never
he's-
had
yeah.
a family.
Next is in the underground.
Well, he had a father, but, he was a dick.
North of the communications tower, but it's a long
Well,
way
you
down.
mean
The
Big
emergency
Boss?
override
Yeah, he became a dick, but before everything, he wasn't a
In the
dick.
maintenance base control room.
Yeah.
You'd better hurry.
Presumably he went through a lot of shit that made him a dick.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest, Big Boss felt more relatable as a person than Snake.
Yeah, we'll find out more about him though when we get to like Metal Gear Solid 3 and especially that game actually, I think.
To destroy Rex.
I do know enough that that's where a lot of the big shit happens to Big Boss.
Actually, a lot of MGS fans say it's their favourite Metal Gear game, though.
On that leg of yours.
Most MGS fans say it's their favourite.
Which is why I'm about to be had a go at for not ever playing it.
Well, you did see the ending of it, though,
I just
didn't you?
need your brain.
Yes.
What do you think?
I created
Pretty
Rex.
darn good.
It's my right. My duty
Certainly
to
makes me want to
destroy
play it.
Actually, you know what happened? I showed that to Matthew, and he actually nearly cried.
If you get a
And that
chance,
says something. When he played for the entire thing, though, he saw the entire thing.
I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this. It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was going to use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you, too.
Funny because I don't think Meryl and he ever actually meet in this game.
That's a relief.
No, they don't,
I want you
actually.
to look after him. Where are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me.
Meryl, what happened?
Dun dun dun!
She got cut off. What I like about the codec calls is that how they show different facial expressions throughout those cutscenes.
Yeah.
They don't say the same monotone facial expression.
Green uniform as the terrorists.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Way of walking, huh?
Yeah, so that's how you can tell
If she's
Meryl's
disguised
appearance
as
from the
Maggie,
others.
You'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense.
Actually, this is probably my most completed game of all time.
Yeah.
I've beaten this game more than 100 times.
Really?
I found yes, I found everything. The infinite ammo, the stealth camouflage, I did all that shit.
Yeah, well, it didn't
The
take,
tuxedo.
doesn't take long to get them, does it?
Yeah, if you beat the game 3 times, you can see Snake wearing a tuxedo outfit.
Yeah, I know that.
And also, Meryl has a sneaking costume in this game, in the integral one.
Okay.
Bad luck.
Forget it.
Didn't know that.
Call me Otacon.
Like I said, I can show you the
It stands
new
for
features they
Otaku
included.
Convention. And otakus
Which is the
are
whole
like me who
first-person
likes
view
to
mode.
animation.
Yeah.
Been Japanese
Japan was the
anime.
first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still
What's the
best
point
in
of this?
Don't know.
Japanese cartoons.
We're not into anime, so why are we watching it?
They did.
Well, there's nothing wrong with anime.
Get into science
Oh,
with nuclear
actually,
weapons.
quite a lot of people don't like anime, which, yeah.
I
Well,
became
most of them
a
actually never gave it a
scientist because I
chance.
wanted to make robots like the ones in the
Honestly, I
Japanese
do like a few anime. I did like Death Note, that was a good anime.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Good thing is it doesn't drag on like Pokemon. It only goes up for about 37 episodes.
I think the whole point of that was to emphasise that Otacon, this is where Otacon's passion for,
He has passion for Japanese.
you know, for, I think that's just, the fact that they made bipedal robots and stuff is where his passion came from, maybe.
Yeah.
The science and doing all that stuff.
Yep.
I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place.
So, do you like some
With
animes?
this stealth camouflage, I can sneak
Not
in
that
and out of
many.
the armory in
I
Asgard.
haven't watched that
If you
many.
need ammo or rations, just
You did
tell me.
like
I'll bring them
Digimon,
to
though?
you.
I loved Digimon growing up. I was obsessed with it. That's why I let's
I'm on
played
frequency
Digimon Adventure
141.12.
PSP.
Yeah.
See you later.
Sailor Moon's an anime.
Yeah, I watched that. Yeah, I liked Sailor Moon growing up.
Mhm.